Hello, 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 YouTube. We're about to go live on Facebook. For the first time ever, you guys are going to be learning live about what was viewed this week and what got the most amount of views. So let's bring in the Facebook audience. Hello, hello, Facebook audience. We are live on YouTube and now live here to discuss the week in sin. Let's see what happened in the 11th week of 2017. All right, so let's get started. First, we'll do a quick rundown of the homepage like we always like to start the night off with. We have Wookie and a lady left us wondering who they are as the top post that just did a private poll, which is just us experimenting with the polls. Chris Matt appeared at the Jersey Shore comic book show today. Jim Jimenez gives us a rise of a new Red Hood. Fantastic art for this. Just simply amazing. If you aren't checking him out, you really got to get on site to check him out. We also have Kane. Kane dominated the spinner rack for a record 3 months in a row. That's right. Kane took it again. There's no stopping Michael Metlin's Kane. It's impossible at this point. I don't think any of us can bring it to an end. But I'm going to try next month. Michael, I'm coming. All right. So we also had the 100 Acres of Hen reviewed and Anderson approved. That's right. I enjoyed it. It's part of the Kickstarter. Get on it. The epic conclusion of Copper Molfin's Chapter 1 Saga, The Reaper's Choice, is coming to an end. It's actually a pretty good story if you haven't gotten involved in it. It's a webcomic. You don't have to buy anything. It's free and online. And then we had a couple more cosplays because there was something wrong with the system and a couple of cosplays didn't shoot this week like they were supposed to automatically onto the site. So this weekend we had a lot more than normal. And how well do you know indie comics? We're going to get into that in a minute. This is what's on the main page. You see a couple more testings. The Reaper Choice is on main page. You just go to writtensins.com and you'll find it, Rex. All right, so we saw that Michael Metlin Kane won, so congratulations to him. He'll have a spinner rack, and starting now, because we're doing polls and we're doing this new cool thing where we're going to wind up doing also, quizzes and stuff like that, and we're integrating into our site to help make things more interesting. We're going to wind up giving him an entire quiz based on Kane, and we're going to be doing that for everyone who wins a contest from now on to build awareness. Because how do you build awareness? You make something fun. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be making it fun. We're going to have seven questions of the quiz. We're going to stick with the 7-question idea. From now on, we're going to go 7. Tonight, we're doing the 7 most viewed threads or topics from this past week, which is week 11 of 2017. We're going to be doing, questions. Do you like this? Do you like that? It'll be a lot more interactive going forward. A lot of the reason we're doing this is because a lot of people complained that voting on our actual Written Sins public group was hard for certain people. So we wound up switching it over to our site or finding a way that we can. We'll still do polls on both sites, both the Facebook group and the actual site itself. But the site itself will require no membership, no signing up. You just show up, you click with your vote, and you're done. So it'll make it a lot easier for people to vote. There should be fewer problems, hopefully. We're still testing, but we're so far confident. Let's get on with the week. So our number one thing, or number one viewed topic this week was when WS sits down with Pierre Martinez for the 7 deadly questions. For those who don't know Pierre Martinez, you're going to do yourself a favor, and you're going to actually check out this interview. He's a very, very smart and amazing creator. He's someone that you want to be following. He approached us and wanted to be part of this. We obviously said yes because of the projects that he's part of. I think he's a very clever individual, and I'm not going to ruin the interview. You definitely just want to check it out. The things that he has written that he's part of are outstanding. So if you haven't read the interview, now is your time. Get on it. That's homework. There will be a quiz. Our second most viewed thing was this Harley Quinn bombshell from Tampa Bay. We still haven't found her name. Now, a lot of people have questioned us. Why do we keep asking for names? Here's the deal. You go to a Comic-Con, a lot of people you see someone you like, you take a picture of them, you try to always give a business card, but you even try to ask them their name, you write it down. Sometimes you don't spell it right. Sometimes it's not so easy to find online. And we literally give them a card for every person that we take a picture of, and they don't always necessarily reach out. We are literally trying to reach out to give them credit. And if we know who they are, we actually give them credit immediately, and we tag them if they have a fan page or a Facebook, or we just give you their name if they don't want to be too public about who they are. But a lot of times we're left with hundreds of pictures that we can't really identify the person. To date, we are happy to say that we've identified 35 people using this program, and now include being able to run some of the fan pages of those actual cosplayers and help build them an audience, which is exactly what we're trying to do. We're giving back to the cosplaying community because they do amazing things by bringing characters to life. How can't you love that? They are bringing what us writers and artists are creating to life. So a lot of respect for that. The number 3 for the week was a trio of cosplayers. I could not name anything but Starfire. I think that's Harry Potter, and I think she's a video game. I don't remember the video game, but she looks like someone from the Bikini video game. But I don't think that was what it was. It was like Bikini Volleyball or something like that. But I think I'm getting the wrong character on that. But that's of course Raven from Teen Titans. We don't know any of their names. They were a great group. They're very happy. I'd love to give them the credit they deserve. Part of our Cosview Who section. So if you recognize any of these 3 people, have them reach out to us so we can give them the credit they deserve. Number 4, we have another cosplay. This has been a week of cosplay. After a few weeks of missing from the countdown, they came back strong. Now, this amazing Harley Quinn that we said the Quinn smile can light up a room, but what was her name, was once again from the Tampa Bay MegaCon. We're looking for her currently to be able to give her the credit. I think she pulled off Harley Quinn in a very, very accurate way. I love the fact that she actually put face. A lot of the Harley Quinns I noticed don't bother going to that little extra step, but it really does matter that you do it because it does bring out more of the other coloring and stuff and makes it look more Harley Quinn-esque. So if you know her, once again, pass her along to us, her information to us, or pass our information to her so she can reach out to us and get the credit she deserves. Number 5. How well do you know any comics? For the first time ever, in the last day of the week, we introduced a new topic. And in just hours, it got on our weekly countdown show. This is number 5. Originally, we were just doing the 5. Today, we added 6 and 7 as bonuses. But this is the actual quiz we were talking about. You just go here, you test your knowledge, and you see it. To date, there is no one who has passed it on the first go. There are 2 people who decided to take it again to score 10 after getting the answers, which, hey, I'm cool with that. That means that you learned something. You actually know who these characters are now. That's a fantastic thing. That means I did my job, because when you score 10s after failing it the first time, that means you learned something you didn't know yesterday. So that's what these quizzes are about. These are about raising knowledge, raising awareness in the indie market. We have this. Can you name the comic book that this covers from? I just noticed that it has the comic book. A little bit of too much of an E there. And the questions are Fetish Babies, Kane, Alter Life, The Trouble with Love. Now, for many of you who didn't get this right, I'm very disappointed, and you'll know why in a minute. But this is Fetish Babies. This is my cover. I don't know why everyone kept thinking it was Alter Life. No one thought it was The Trouble of Love, which I thought was funny, but a couple people did think it was Kane or Alter Life. Fetish Babies was only picked twice. Apparently, I've done something wrong. You don't all have the awareness of what my cover is for Fetish Babies. Speaking of Fetish Babies, in the 6th spot this week, we have Fetish Babies is now on Amazon and Kindle. That's right. I know a lot of you got people A lot of you fans, a lot of you readers, real upset, really upset because you couldn't get in on the Kickstarter. Time ran out. It was a rough month. I know February wasn't necessarily the best month. You all had bills, and everyone's like, oh man, how can I get that comic book? We went out of our way. We teamed up with Amazon. You can get a comic book now, unfortunately, faster than the people on the Kickstarter. But the Kickstarter one, I do stress, will be a little bit of a higher quality. So there is a good reason to wait. We are, I believe, I'll call it now. It looks like we are teaming up with Kraken Printing, which I've heard nothing but great things about. So Kraken Printing is what is actually going to be, who is going to be our printer. So Fetish Babies is moving forward. It should be going to the printers this week. Then it's just turnaround time, and then we'll be sending it out. So we're done. The comic book's done online. It's on Amazon. The PDFs are going to go out this week once we order everything. The biggest holdup we have right now isn't even the printer and getting it approved. We're in the middle of that process. The biggest problem is getting the thank you. So if you did back the Kickstarter for Fetish Babies, please reach out to us because we need that information to finish our thank you page. All right, moving on to number 7, calling all indie comic book fans. Calling all indie comic book fans is all about indie comic book cards. Basically, someone is going to be doing what we're doing with the Creators Written Sins card, or the creator cards as we've begun to call them. It's a great campaign. Barbara from Fetish Babies is going to be part of it. You can just click here, look it up on our site under Indie Comic. Always understand that the titles are how people find things. So if it says calling all indie comic book fans, if you put in our search indie comic book fan, it'll show up. With that said, this is your opportunity to have one of your characters come to life in a trading card. Moving on, once you're done with that and getting your card to come, and we'll get more details about how the cards are printed and how to get them later. This is in the stage of just getting them created and putting them together. So this is early stages. It's all about the supporting of the veterans, and the Veterans Wife program is an awesome thing. I told you every week we're going to talk about this. They're on Facebook. It's very easy, and right now they are looking for help. So if you're a writer or an artist, this is an opportunity to give to veterans. You can join the writing staff. You can subscribe to the magazine, sponsor the Veteran Life Comic Cons that they go to, shop at their stores, participate in fundraising events. I'm sure that they'd love to have art given to them, share their posts. You should have liked this page. Now you'll notice that I don't like the page right here. Understand, I do this so when I actually put things online for them as an awareness building, you can actually click the like from that thing. I like this on and off because I like hearing about it. Apparently last time I was here, I forgot to like it again, so I'm liking it right now live on YouTube and Facebook. So supporting veterans is a no-brainer. If you're not doing it already, you got to start today. So get on it, go to Veterans Life, see how you can help a veteran today. Finally this week, we have some great news. For those who didn't know, we were trying to build awareness for autism by helping fund an R2-D2 unit that was going to go around to children's hospitals and pretty much visit sick children and autistic children and try to help them learn to be more verbal and communicate better. This will also be traveling to cons and special events. We were able to help raise, we didn't raise it, but we were able to help raise the goal amount of, I think it was about $3,000. That $3,000 bought this amazing R2 unit. This R2 unit will show up and it will bring happiness to lives. So anyone who donated, you did a great thing. Look at how amazing this is. There's a video of it. It is absolutely amazing. I couldn't be prouder of Written Sins for all the effort that we put in, for everyone who helped share it, for everyone who donated it. It was one of the most amazing projects we've had the opportunity to be part of. We look forward to, the story's not over, obviously. The story's only going to continue. We look forward to updates and seeing where they're going. Now, the cool thing about these right here, these little puzzle pieces will have the names of the donators put on it. So your name, if you donated, it will travel around and people will know that you are part of something amazing. How cool is that? It's an amazing project, and it doesn't end there. Autism is something that we're looking at as a culture, especially in America, as something that is rising. The more awareness and the more support we can have of each other, the more understanding we can have of each other, the better the world gets. So when you have an opportunity for something like this and to be part of something like this, it's very important you be part of it. I'd also like to say that Tori wrote this article. It's actually from her. Her handle's S8111. Not Tori. I'm sorry. This is actually Tori is the girl this is actually going to. Our new Tori's mom wrote this, I should say. I got distracted for a second. Tori's mom wrote this. Also, if we're going off today, because we're about to leave, YouTube now currently has Rebel Comics on Chatting Dead. Let's see if we can. It's on standby. I don't think people are anymore. I think you went off. That was Rebel Comics and Games. Check it out on YouTube. All right, guys. So that's it. We're done in 15 minutes today. How awesome is that? New format. 15 minutes will give you the indie comics. I'll see you next week to do the wrap up of week 12. In between then, we have some cool new content coming your way. Stay tuned. New videos, new what's in the boxes are coming. New quizzes are coming. We have an exciting week ahead of us, and I look forward to all of you joining us on the road forward towards Comic-Con season, as many of you already giving us some pictures from the road. We'll talk to you all soon. Have a great night. And as Facebook leaves us, guys, I just wanted to tell the YouTube community, good night. That's just the playback. All right, guys, good night.